What's going on, everybody? It's your old buddy Carolina Jackpot coming at you, man. It's Sunday evening, November 18th, 2018, and guess what it is? It's Sunday evening before the kickoff of Rivalry Week, in college football. Great weekend of college football games coming up. None better. Look forward to this week every single season, and this year is no exception. Now, not only is it Rivalry Week, it's also Hate Week for a lot of us out there, especially my Hate Week because it's Clemson Week. This year we have to travel to play the Turds in Death Valley on Saturday night. Once again, Gamecocks and the Tigers for, I think this is the third year in a row, having a night game. And a lot of Clemson fans taking to Twitter talking about some early coots are bitching because they got a night game. They don't want to play a night game in the Valley. And they're like, well, they're one of our chances. Guess what? The team that shows up, that's better prepared, the better team is going to win. It doesn't matter if you play it at 11 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter if you play it at 6 a.m. Hawaii time. Who cares? I'm ready for it. Game on. Let's get it. First off, I want to review the picks and predictions video for week number 12 that I did earlier on. I think Tuesday that video was uploaded and finished up with a record of 23-18, which is good for 56%. One game that was actually on there was the Stanford-Cal, the big game, and they had to postpone that one because of some wildfires, I think, in that area of California. So that one's going to be played December 1st. So we won't be able to do that one on this one, but then we will group that game in with the conference championship games for that week. 23-18, still over 500. Not the week I was looking for. There were some on there that kind of went sideways on me, and a few that I should have known better on. I wanted to pick the Citadel cover against Alabama. I just thought 51 points was a lot, and ended up that it was. Arkansas, Mississippi State, gosh, should have been smarter on that one, really, but who saw Mississippi State putting up that many points and Arkansas not being able to score against them? That was kind of odd. West Virginia let me down, as did Boston College. Let's see, who else? Virginia Tech let me down. They got blown out of the water. Kansas against Oklahoma. Who would have thought that they would have kept that game that close? Oklahoma, I don't know if it's a testament to you or if it's a testament to Kansas, but that was a close game. Some good calls I made. Middle Tennessee, Kentucky. I knew that would be a close game. It was. Kentucky was up on them big for a while. They let Middle Tennessee creep back into the game. NC State, Louisville. Part of me for a minute wanted to take Louisville just because they fired their coach. And I'm like, it's a new beginning. Here we go. But then I had to think about who they had put in the position of interim head coach. I don't know if any of y'all know Lorenzo Whammy Ward, former University of South Carolina defensive coordinator there last 4 or 5 years of Steve Spurrier's tenure. Man, some of the author of some of those horrid defenses we ever had, and that was with Jadeveon Clowney and Kelsey Quarles playing on the defensive line. Absolute trash. This guy is, you talking about Lorenzo Ward, and I saw it, and at first I was like, that's not the same dude. That can't be. But then I looked at the picture. I'm like, it is. I'm like, why would you have – okay, he's coaching their safeties. That's where he needs to be, coaching some safeties. You need to find a safety net, okay? Montgomery Ward would make a better interim head coach for this team than Lorenzo Ward. You're taking a team that has absolutely zero defense, none, and you are putting someone at the helm of this team that knows absolutely nothing about defense, yet he's a defensive coordinator. They fired him at Fresno State after 1 year, ran his ass out of town because he actually made the defense worse at Fresno State, a team in the Mountain West Conference, a team that is not traditionally known for playing defense. This guy's terrible. He is terrible. He thinks a tackling drill is something you use to put on aluminum siding. I actually looked it up and Googled him, and his picture's there on GoCards.com. His phone number is actually listed there. So if any of you Gamecock fans want to give old Lorenzo a buzz, go to GoCards.com, look at the staff, look for Ward Lorenzo, and his phone number will be there. I dare somebody to give him a call, and I put it up on YouTube. But anyway, enough about that. You see the hat I'm wearing right now. I don't have my Gamecock hat on. I have my Seaside Hats, New Jersey hat on because I'm thinking about summertime. I'm thinking about beach weather. I don't like the cold. But I'm thinking about, my beautiful body laying out there, soaking up the rays. And wait a minute, Carolina Jackpot, you don't have a beach body. You got a beach 12 body. All right, let's take off the Seaside Hats. Seaside Heights hat, and put on the Carolina Gamecocks hat. That's what we're going to talk about real quick. And this week, it's going to fly by. Unfortunately, the videos I'm going to do for the picks and predictions this time are probably going to have to be split in half, guys, because there are so many games this week, and your boy is going to try to do all of them on the Vegas card. So I might have to split it in two parts, go old school like I did back in 2017, and do two videos, games 1 through 40 and games 41 through 8 or whatever, how that maps out. But, I got to talk about them a little bit, and I want to talk about them a little bit more because they're rivalry games, and they just mean more. They just mean more. South Carolina, rivalry game this coming Saturday night against Clemson. I don't know what the line's going to be on that one yet. Looked a few minutes ago. They have not been set as of yet. If I were a guessing man right now, I'd say we were going to be, I'd say a 25-point underdog. But that game, it all boils down to, can our offense execute? Because this we know. We're not going to stop them from running the football. South Carolina's defensive line and that defense is too banged up. They're not going to stop Travis Etienne from getting his yards. They're not going to stop Sunshine from completing passes and throwing touchdowns. They're just not. It's not going to happen. The secondary is depleted. We're pulling people out of the stands right now to come play safety and cornerback. That's just how it is. Jamias Williams out for the year. We got some other guys back out there. Nick Harvey, that was the transfer from Texas A&M. J.T. Ibe, who was a transfer from Rice. Yes, we took a transfer from Rice. He played pretty well, too, actually. Not bad for the Rice pudding. These guys all banged up, so we got some problems back there. And Sunshine's going to have a field day against us. Thing is, Jake Bentley has got to go into this game focused. They've got to be ready. They've got to execute. They're going to have to keep Clemson off balance with their offense. South Carolina can do it. They have a good offense. They have some good, talented receivers. Brian Edwards, Debo Samuel both looked good last night. Shi Smith looked good last night. If anybody saw the run against UT Chattanooga, he was stopped for like a 5-yard gain, and he just wrestled himself away from like 3 guys and ran for a 50-yard touchdown after that. And people are going to sit here and say, well, you're playing UTC in their FCS and blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, that's true. But you know what? UTC comes to play big boy football too. Okay, these players are ready. They're conditioned to play football. They put on their pants just like everybody else to play big boy football. They didn't come to Columbia last night to lose. They did lose because they had lack of depth. But they were ready to play. And Shi Smith, he brought it to the house on that one. So we have opportunities to score points against them. We've got to keep them off balance. We've got to do some misdirection with Debo, put him in the Wildcat. They're going to have to fake punts. They're going to have to – hell, if it was me, I'd punch an onside kick on the opening kickoff just to keep them off balance, keep them guessing the entire game. Don't go vanilla. Don't go with this run game between the tackle and guard or between the tight end because it ain't going to work. You might want to get the tight end involved in the passing game a little bit, some underneath routes. I think you can slip a few in there against the Belmont Bandit Tanner Muse or a Gay Terrell. Who knows, y'all? But this is going to be a fun week where there's a lot more to come. I'll be talking about a lot of stuff, including my Carolina Clemson stories from over the years. In 43 years, almost 44 now, of watching, I'm almost 44 years old. I've been watching South Carolina Gamecock football since the very, very end of the 70s. So that's about as far back as I can remember. But, man, there have been a lot of memories, been to a lot of games, have a lot of good moments, have a lot of stuff to get excited and happy about. A lot of things that didn't go my way as well. And we'll talk about those sometime this week. We're going to do some videos about that. It's hate week, and this is a lot of passion. There's a lot that runs deep here for me against these guys. I don't know if y'all have ever, a lot of you people that are fans of ACC teams out there, such as like Pitt, Boston College, even Miami. Some of these teams that were added to the ACC just in the past 10, 15 years or so, you don't understand probably as much as South Carolina fans do, and as much as some of the fans of the original ACC members, I want to call, like Duke, North Carolina State, Wake Forest, Virginia, Maryland even is an original one, Florida State pretty much somewhat. They've been there, and Georgia Tech. We know about Clemson, okay? Well, they know about Clemson, and they know how these fans can be. They're annoying at times, and some of them can be your best friend. I got Clemson fans out there that I'm really good friends with. I got coworkers that are Clemson fans that I'm real good, close friends with, that I talk football with. But, man, when I put them uniforms on Saturday, it's something different, and it's something special. And this fan base here, you're talking about, everybody in the world is a Clemson fan right now. But if you want to look back at it, you want to take 10 Clemson fans, and you want to interview them anonymously and ask them, are you a bandwagoner? Did you become a fan after Deshaun Watson's first year? If 5 out of the 10 don't tell you, yes, I am a bandwagoner, they're probably lying to you. Just because I know this, because South Carolina had a lot of bandwagon fans jump on, I'd say around late 2010, and it ran all about through the summer of 2014, and we started getting bandwagon fans. Reason for a lot of that is there are a lot of people moving down to this area of South Carolina from up north. They're taking jobs down here. They're working at B&W manufacturing plant and various other places down here where they can get better opportunity, and they had to choose a side. They had to choose a team. Because guess what? You're not going to find a Rutgers jersey down here anywhere, and you're not going to fly that Rutgers flag in your subdivision. It's just not going to happen. You got to choose a side down here. You got to pick a team. So a lot of them were choosing Carolina because Carolina was doing really well back then. And then as soon as Clemson started turning the tide, started running the rivalry game, and they got in the national championship playoff talk, all those type people migrated to Clem Dump. Okay, you got some Clem Dumpers here on YouTube, and they do a good job. Pigskin Pete, a guy who, honestly, if he pulled for another team, I would probably like all his videos and be friends with him because the dude is really knowledgeable and he seems to really know college football. You got another one, Bobby Durkins. I don't know if any of y'all have seen Bobby Durkins. Hey, y'all, Bobby Durkins here. But he is the stereotypical Clemson fan. Backwoods as they come. Hillbilly. And I'm not taking anything away from Bobby's knowledge of the game. Bobby ain't knowledgeable as hell, but he don't come off that way, okay? But it's just this team, this atmosphere. They think they're better than you just because their team is doing well right now. Just while I call them the Deeble Dobblers. And on Facebook, that became a thing, talking about the Deeble Dobblers. Because I had a little saying. It was like, Deeble Dobble, Deeble Dobble, Deeble Dobble do. We are so much better than you. First off, because I can see their clown figurehead head coach Dabo Swinney saying that to Will Muschamp. And also it's like a play on the words do-gooder or near-do-well, because they think, they're so superior. It takes all these high grades to get into Clem Dump. And it's none of that is true. Okay, none of that is true. That's one of the dirtiest programs known back in the late 70s and early 1980s. All you got to do is, if you Google the names Charlie Pell or Danny Ford. I know who Danny Ford is. Charlie Pell, he was a little bit before my time, but I knew who he was at the University of Florida, and it was dirty down there too. So, Clemson, for me, zero respect. Can't stand them. Gamecocks, they're coming for you on Saturday night. You better be there, 7 p.m. in front of your television. It's coming on ESPN, on the tube. If you ain't got it, go sign up for it. Go online and sign up. Say, hey, I want ESPN. I want to see this game. Google it, stream it, whatever. Get it on your phone. Y'all need to be watching that thing. Now, this week right here is going to be a busy one for Carolina Jackpot, the line of business I'm in. If this is not my busiest week of the year, it's a close second. to Christmas week. So, we are just wide open all week long. I'll be working every day through Thanksgiving and beyond. But I'm going to get on here. We're going to get your pick and prediction videos up, and we are going to have a good week this week talking rivalry games. It's South Carolina versus Clemson, first and foremost, in everyone's mind, and that is what the focus of this channel is going to be this week. Can you give me a big old go, Gamecocks? Go, Cox! And go, Coach Boom. Get that offense a humming, baby.